God, I gotta clean that screen. Good morning, everybody. Weird morning today. How's everybody doing? Oh, Tuesday. Monday's ugly sister. I don't know. I think I'm gonna lean off the Doctor Who news for a while because there's no point. There's gonna be no news until we finally start hearing what's gonna be happening with this quote unquote, series. After they finally just came out and admitted, Disney said no. Because so until they get their heads and their asses wired together and figure out how they're going to do this, if they're going to, because a lot of people don't realize, and I know most of you guys do, but this is for future generations who will give a shit. Um, Unless they get a wake on that. All right. Sorry, I was just thinking about something stupid, but BBC have always had co-producers for this show. It was BBC America, then it was Disney and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. Bad Wolf threw in, of course. And I don't know how much Bad Wolf threw in, if they did at all, but they pretty much moved the entire production over to there. And, of course, RTD came back, and then we all know how that mess ended up. But the point is, the BBC will not be able to fund this show, I don't think, on their own. And Or they probably could, come to think of it, because for the longest time this show was ran on a budget so small it was like comparatively tiny compared to what they've been getting the last few years. In a way, it might be a good thing though if they have to go back to a smaller budget, because then maybe the writing will get better. They've had a lot of great episodes over the last 20 years since the show was revived, but okay, you started to watch The Three Doctors. That's a good one, a classic. Um, I died laughing because I was watching one time and this person started going, but Hartnell's dead, but Hartnell's dead. And I'm like, Hartnell wasn't dead in 1973 when they made the 10th anniversary special. And they got him in the best way they could, but um, by then his physical health, it deteriorated to the point that, there was really not much they could do other than what they did with him. His memory had, because of his arteriosclerosis, amongst other things, had gone to the point that, they literally had him reading lines off cue cards. But it was nice that we got him back as the first Doctor, for that last time in the 10th anniversary special. But it was a pretty good story overall, The Three Doctors. It brought in a lot of interesting lore and all that, and led to a character that RTD managed to screw up beyond all recognition. Ugh. Is $2,500 a decent monthly, or if not, how much? And what does this have to do with Doctor Who? That's right. Yeah, Thanksgiving coming up. I forgot. It doesn't seem like it, does it? It would be even better if the Three Doctors got rid of DST. Oh gosh, what is DST? Wait a minute, did I miss something? Yeah, the one planet the Doctors ever visited, the planet Baldus, a dank, desolate, and hollow place. Um, Daylight savings time. I try not to think about it. To me, it's just, well, it's been well past daylight savings time's expiration date, and it should have been gone a long time ago. I try not to think about it, even though now we're on it. They're well off it. I mean, we're back to standard time. I was kind of hoping this next year will be the last time, and I'm really hoping it is, because to me, it's like there's several states in the union that already gotten rid of daylight savings time, and we need to get rid of it, period. It's just, have you ever listened to an Eminem song, Not If I Can Avoid It? If I want to listen to shrieking suburban white boy crap, then I'd stand there and watch a bus accident somewhere on the outer edge of a city. I'm sorry, especially if the bus ran into Godzilla. And even then, what came off that bus would probably be better than anything that Eminem did. All right, oh look, I can rhyme and shout while nonsensical shit plays in the background, and now I'm being compared to Shakespeare. And then people wonder why I have no hope for this next generation. Ugh. How much rate you'll give Johnny Depp? Johnny Depp's an amazing actor who almost got short shrifted by his lady friend there, Amber, who turned out to be the one who was the real monster after all. And thankfully he had friends, because his friends were keeping a record even though he wasn't. It was when Amber began shouting lawsuit and all that they were the ones who came forward and said, we got photos of Johnny and we got photos of Amber. And how come Johnny's the one with the bruises if he's... I'm sorry, but the only way you can describe Amber Heard is maybe like, let me see, chocolate-coated arsenic bar. Sure, it looks good on the outside, but the inner core will probably kill you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Johnny did get his big break back in Nightmare on Elm Street. Just like I think it was it? Oh God, I'm trying to think of it. Was it Renee Zellweger and Matthew McConaughey first appeared in like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 or something like that? It's kind of weird when you see where like Kevin Bacon, I think it was Friday the 13th, Animal House and stuff like that. Back before he really hit. Are you kidding? You couldn't put Amber Heard and Rachel Zegler on the same set. They'd probably kill each other by the end of the first hour. Or it'd be debate on who would shit in whose bed first. Ugh. Or who would shit in whom's bed. I don't know. I still can't believe that, though. It's like, girl, you're being paid a lot of money, a shitload of money, to make a movie. Just do what other stars in the past have done. Smile, nod, collect your paycheck. That's all you had to do. And be grateful. And the sad part is she's probably already bagged herself a rich one. She'll go off, make some foreign country, live in a chateau, and then you'll never hear from her again. Oh, and then of course be like Amber and run off to Italy to make movies or Spain or something, and then they don't want you anymore. I know you gotta love all these stars who are suddenly too big to remember the little people they started out with. Oh, my goodness gracious. But what really angered me was the whole SAG-AFTRA strike and how that came out. Because remember, that was supposed to all be about all the voice actors getting boned? And then who were the ones who walked out of it with most of the benefits? The studio film actors who wanted them to strike in the first place. The more I read and the more I study that SAG-AFTRA strike, the more I realize it was oh God, the people who are supposed to be striking for more stuff were the ones who got boned. Ugh. Oh, Lannis Moore said, "Has she faded into obscurity yet?" Ugh. Look, don't get me wrong. There's some actors who jump genres pretty well, like singers who become actors and all that. But the problem is, there's quite a few that who go from one genre to the other, and it's obvious that they don't have any talent at it. Like, look at all the models turned actor. And they wasted how much celluloid on them before they realized, oh my God, this ain't going to work. Like, look at how many movies it took before they realized Kathy Ireland couldn't act her way out of a wet paper bag with a chainsaw. Or amongst others. Yeah, I remember that scene, the end of Dogma. It's funny how they gave her no voice lines. Oh, well. Tim Burton did the same thing just about everybody he dated, except I think Helena Bonham Carter. But that's because she's a good actress. But oh well. Uh, well, if I remember right, president at the time was the SAG-AFTRA strike and all that. I think was Fran Drescher, and I'm like, yeah, she just got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Yeah, what about all the voice actors and all that you wanted to go on strike because they deserve more, and they didn't really get shit as far as what they needed and what they wanted. But oh well. But what can you do? It's a weird world we live in. We got too many people running around who got big jobs because they were pretty, and then they start thinking the whole world should kiss their ass, and then oh well. Do you think anybody's broke at the Greta Thunberg yet that she's got a face that could make a freight train take a dirt road? I don't know. Just the random thought that popped into my head as we come to the end of the live stream. I'm not kidding. Very true. It seems like every year these days has become a dumpster fire, but we got to keep moving. Well, folks, I just looked at the time. I just hit the 15-minute mark, so I got to get going. So please take care of yourselves. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll catch you all on the flip side. Take care. Have a good one, everybody. I got to go inside and act like I'm working.